What's going on, Whalers fam, and welcome back to a new League Night video on a new week of bowling. We have a tournament on Sunday this week, so this is our last league series of prep before that. This Friday league season, we're doing fine. We're hanging around 500 tonight. Um, we are bowling a pretty decent team in this one, so we got to bowl pretty solid all around. My exotic gem, once again, is a 15-pound ball. The rest of my arsenal is still 14 pounds, so as I mentioned in the off season between these leagues, I was going to slowly upgrade, and this is the start of that upgrade. So we have the exotic gem, which was passed down from TJ, who I bowled with in the summer. So for those of you that watch my summer videos, you'll know who I'm talking about. And this was his ball originally, now drilled to my hands for my use. It has looked a lot better in my opinion, but again, anything can still happen. We're rolling fairly okay with it so far. We had a good Wednesday night, now we got to do it again. And most importantly, figure out how to get back to our summer numbers because that's been pretty much an arm and a leg to find at this current moment with all the struggles that have been happening over the last couple weeks. So, with that said, new league night. Let's see what happens. We're prepping for this tournament on Sunday. Well, a tournament here on Sunday, and it's 5 games. So obviously league night's 3. So we got to get the most out that we can out of tonight for a good Sunday afternoon. Anyways, I'll see you after game 1. Like and subscribe. So, this wasn't really quite the start that we want, but I've been talking about it like that for a handful of weeks now. We finally get a strike here in the 8th frame. And I mean, if you look a lot along my score pad or score sheet specifically through this moment, I'm still leaving a lot of 8s and 9s. I mean, it's still happening. So, I don't know. Anyhow, this is our worst pin count of the first game so far after working a strike on a leave that we don't like. We get a nice little carry to the 10 there to ensure a spare. So yeah, we're trying to salvage the rest of this game at least so we can try to, I don't know, stay a little close. to average. Jazz doubles here. Working on a possible triple for her final shots of the first game. She would go on to finish with 147 pins down. Now we're on to me for 10th frame here with this rotor grip gem. I might be dropping the ball a little too far right though. I don't know. That's just something I might be thinking about. Although I do leave a baby split with the 310. We knock it down with no problem. I've seen that quite a bit though as of late, so I think the more and more practice I've gotten on it, the better it's gone. Finally get a strike here to finish with a 151. Alex was blinded in the first game. He came in late, so he's 10 down from average, which means he's at a 168 after the first game. My dad's coming in just to throw some shots up. We would go on to lose this match or this game by 12 specifically. So if we had Alex and he bowled 12 better, it probably would have helped us out. Or I could have bowled better, honestly, which starting tonight didn't really go as planned. I usually fire off very well, but as of late, it's gone the other way around. So, yeah, not quite the start we want, but it's been what we've been feeling for the last couple weeks. So, that's pretty much enough said right there. Barry's strike right here pretty much gave him the win, as you saw on the screen. Um, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to say anything because this ball's only been in a couple videos now, and we're not going to know where to line up with it. So we get the good reaction we've always wanted. So that's kind of just the key there. We don't have the lining set up right, so it's probably going to take a couple weeks for us to finally figure it out. Anyhow, like the video if you made it this far, and I'll catch you after game 2. Alright, so midway through game 2 now. Once again, like I said, 9 and 8s are my first ball's majority. This ball, though, a 7. I don't know. As of late, though, I've noticed my ball does run away from this particular scenario, and it gets out of position on the hook because of the break point, and I leave another open there. Alex is going to work a double after not scoring a point in the third frame. It's kind of rare, but that's what happens when you go to the Dominican for a whole week and show up late. Is you have a frame where you don't get pins. Anyways, on to me. We finally strike again. It's a miracle. Every time I strike again so far this season has been a complete miracle, and we do it again for the second time. My dad's only got one strike so far in this game. we're going to turn that to 2. Now we're back up to my sister here, who is happening to bowl a pretty solid game again. And I think she was using her raw hammer bowling ball, but she'll strike again. I don't know what it's been so far, but she's actually seen in the lane better than I have. Although I finally get a triple again for a change, which is nice. I had a lot of those in the summer, but not as much so far through 4 weeks of league play. My dad gets a nice double here, heading into the foundation frame. My turn in the foundation now. We get this baby split again. Love to see it. Love to see the 310 come up as much as it does, and we miss everything. So we're going into the last frame with an open, sadly. So we have 3 opens so far in this game. 10 pin here. Although our right side performance is getting better because of all these leaves. Although, yeah, this is one that I would rather have back, and we come home finishing with a 167 after 2 games. Or the second game, I should say. If we picked up the spare there, we would have took average, and it wouldn't have looked as bad. However, we are losing by a lot in this one. Although Barry has also picked it up a lot better this game because he also had a terrible first game. As you can see, he's got a lot better one going. Well, if you're in the full version, you'll see how good it is, but if you're in this version, it's obviously blocked by my panel, so you won't really see it, but he had a really solid second game out there. I'm not going to talk much more about this game because we've obviously lost by a lot, and we're kind of getting better scores, but not really. So we just got a lot of work to do. We're going to see if we could try to stay clean as possible. Sucks playing the spare game, but we'll talk more about it after game 3. I'll see you there. So, besides my 2 problems I had in the first 2 frames of this game, we're looking a bit better now. Oh, hey, look at that. Nice little lovely for 310 again. I think this is like the 4th time I've seen it in this video, but we take it this time. So we have like a 50% spare rate on the 310. My sister's back up again. Strike again. Well, every time you see it, it's usually a strike anyway. Um, but yeah, as for me, I finally get a strike too. To and I've kept it fairly clean beside the first two frames, and that's how I'd prefer to keep it going into this last frame of play. So yeah, my sister's gonna wrap up the night with a 165 in game three. She'll come home with a 500 even. Now for me, I have to mark up this frame as much as possible to stay above 500. We get the spare, which gives us a shot at staying above 500, but we need a few more pins to keep that level. We'll do just that here. But a couple 7 pins late pretty much forced us to end with 183, which is the best score out of all these games with only 2 opens. Alex is going to finish with a 201 here, and my dad's up. This ball is going to seal game three for us, and we finally take 2 points. We won't win this series on team record, but we'll walk away with 2 points in the third game. I believe we won by like 20 something points. You'll see in the thing in a few seconds. But yeah, we just have some opens in our game right now that hurt, and things that we usually don't spare as much because we had so many strikes in the summer. It's just causing us to spend more time on spares than what we wanted to. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the road we've been on. We had a good Wednesday night, not so great Friday. We had a 501 to wrap up the evening, as you see right now. 151, 167, 183 for 12 pins under average. So yeah, we just needed a better first game, and we would have had an okay night out. Our record drops to 13 and 23, and our team stats indicate how the entire night went. We got destroyed in game two. There wasn't really much more we could have done there, but we put something good together in the third. Our second game probably wasn't winnable, but our first game was super, super close, but I just had to be slightly better, and we probably come away with that. But yeah, there's just things that kill our game right now that are hurting a lot. Common things like splits that are out of or that are just there. 8 pin leaves, 8 counts, 9 counts, things like that. This is pretty much what we're seeing right now. Not as many strikes though as the summer held once before, but yeah, it is also a new pattern from what you saw in the summer videos. So just like everybody else right now that's having problems, I'm pretty much doing the same thing. So my average is taking a hit, unfortunately, because of it, and we're right along the 170 mark. So I don't know. If we can have like a good October, something like that, we could probably get it back up to 180 in no time. But for now, we just have to kind of put some time in and see what happens. Wasn't really quite the start that I wanted through the first 4 weeks of play, but that's what we got. So, um, heading into the next video will be my Tampa Bowlers tour video. Second time bowling in it in a week or in September now is my second round. I'll be getting in the October one as well. So, first things first though, we got to get through September. I'll show you how I do. That video will be coming out very, very soon. I hope you are looking forward to it because I'm looking forward to sharing that with you guys. I'll probably post the first 3 games highlight video first, and then I'll go back in and do the 4 or 5 games, but post 4 or 5 with the uh, full like bowling tournament video, so like the full 3 hour show. So I'll probably just upload the highlight video specifically first, and then next day I'll come out with the rest. So that'll probably be about how I upload the next tournament video coming up to you in just a couple of days, and then we'll be back to a new league night video with Wednesday week 5, Friday week 5. You guys know how it goes if you've been watching long enough. Thank you guys for all your support. We're almost to 550 subscribers here on YouTube, and we're just climbing the ladder. So I'm excited to see us get to 1K very soon. Very excited. Until next video, take care, Rollers fam, and I'll see you very soon.